This video is going to walk you through how to navigate through a course content folder in Angel. Each week you will need to make sure that you click into the course content and click on the appropriate folder. Week 1 is the one that we're going to use. You'll see above it you'll have a link to MyMathLab as well as the course code that I'm sure you've already used to register, and there's a video just in case you haven't done that yet. But if you click into week 1, you're going to see a checklist, Elementary Algebra Week 1. And then you'll see 2 weeks listed. I like to always put what we're doing that week, and then you can see what we're going to be doing next week as well. So you're always going to see 2 weeks at a glance there. You'll notice that we also have a file called Chapter 1 Lessons, and we also have a file called Notes Template. Now there may be other lessons in here from time to time. There may be some PowerPoints or other information. So right now this is all that's here. So let's click into Chapter 1 Lessons so you can see what that's all about. This is going to open up a new window, and you'll see a table of contents, and it has all of the lessons for Chapter 1. All of these are links that you can click into, so if you want to just pick the lesson or start at the beginning, it's entirely up to you. So let's do division of real numbers. You're going to see all kinds of information here. I've got key concepts, so some of those boxes that you'll see if you were to look in your textbook or your ebook, definitions, key terms, examples, things like that. You'll also see videos that are from the Khan Academy, or sometimes I'll post my own videos, but you can listen to those. Most of those are pretty short. You'll see this one's only 4 minutes and 52 seconds. But it's dividing positive and negative numbers. Here's a couple more key terms or properties. Another video. Here's some more key terms. Here's some examples. So all kinds of information that you see in this lesson. Caution. I like putting those in there because these are some common mistakes that students make. But just a lot of key information regarding dividing. If you keep going all the way to the bottom, you've got some options: TOC, table of contents, return to the top, previous page, next page. I'm just going to return to the top because now I want to point out what's on the left side of the page. On the left side it says on this page, so if you just want to jump to what is a reciprocal, you can click there and it takes you right to that spot. Scrolling back up, I now want to point out this section right here, printable PDFs with audio lecture. If you click in here, we're in 1.6. Let's just click on the 1.6. It's going to open up another window with a document in it. And this is actually a PDF that you can save to your desktop. You can print a copy of it. You'll notice there's 2 pages. You've got your thumbnails over here on the left-hand side. And the other option you have with this PDF is you could actually play it. So anywhere in here that's green, there's audio. So you can and see how it's highlighting with a red circle. You can click anywhere in the document and you can hear me talking and explaining through some of the concepts. So that was a little loud. Hopefully you'll experiment with that a little bit. Click into any of those pen casts is what they're called, and you can, like I said, print them off, or you can simply listen to them. There's a lot of different ways to preview the material for each lesson in the chapter. So for 1.6, you've got all of this information that's here. You've got several videos. You've got a pen cast. Don't feel like you have to do everything. You don't have to listen and print all of the pen casts. You don't have to view all of the videos. You don't have to read the entire textbook. It's just kind of what kind of learner you are, and you'll find what you like and what combination of things you like to do. I have some students that love the videos, and I have some students that don't care for the videos but like the pen cast much better. So you'll just find what works for you. Regardless, you'll need to decide what you want to view to help you take your notes. So if you watch a video, you'll see in this video, it looks like there's going to be several examples worked. Those would be great things to take notes over. You might choose to write down some of the key components that you see, maybe some special rules, or maybe there's some vocabulary terms that you know that you'll need to study that you know you're just not going to remember them. Or here's some more examples. So there's all kinds of things that you can use to preview the material in addition to just reading the ebook. So just find what you like and stick with it. So I'm going to get out of that, and the next thing I'm going to pull up is the notes template. You heard me mention notes. This is going to open up in a new window. This is also a PDF that you can print and make extra copies of. Of course, copies will always be available in class. The first thing you're going to do is you'll notice that it's divided into three major parts. You've got a narrow left-hand column, a bigger right-hand column, and you have this part down here at the bottom. When you're taking notes, you're going to start in the My Notes section. And this is where you're going to take all of your notes. If you like to outline, you can outline. If you like to do bullet points, you can do bullet points. Any example problems, all of that's going to go over here on the right side. And if you get your information from the ebook or the key concepts from those lessons, or did you watch the videos, or did you look at the Pencast or listen to the Pencast, and sometimes there will be PowerPoints available too. So how did you get your information in order to take the notes? So once you take the notes, that all goes here. Then you go back and you list off to the left-hand side key terms. You know, if you were working with a negative times a negative and you have some sample problems on the right side, you might put on the left side negative times a negative. These are just the main points, or maybe even questions that you may have. Maybe you watched a video and you copied down a problem and you're not too sure about that. Make yourself a question over here in this column, and then you'll remember to ask me in class the next time. When you're all done with your notes, you need to summarize them. So whether you took notes over 3 lessons or an entire chapter, whatever you listened to or whatever you took your notes over, you need to summarize just in a couple statements here. And then of course, don't forget to complete your ticket into class assignment on MyMathLab. Before you come to class next week, you always need to make sure that you have your notes, that you've previewed the material, and then after you've previewed the material, go look at that assignment in MyMathLab, and it'll say pre-assignment week 2 or week 3 or whatever week that we're on. And your notes will help you with that assignment. So hopefully that will help you navigate through Angel, and it's helped you a little bit to understand how the information is arranged. You've got your checklist here. You always want to be looking at that, and all of your resources that you need to get everything done in the checklist will also be in this folder. If you've got any questions, again, don't hesitate to email or call or ask in class. See you next week.